So guys, welcome back to this channel. Things don't happen. Things don't happen for Rivers State because of this little Hitler that we are talking about. When I mean little Hitler, in fact, that week that man stubborn die. I don't know what's the work that man. I don't know why he doesn't want to leave Rivers State. He's not more in Rivers State. In fact, he doesn't hold any position in Rivers State, and he's still putting eye in Rivers State. I don't know what he wants from Rivers State. Can you imagine what is, that man really wants to set Rivers State on fire. He wants to make Rivers State ungovernable for Simi Fubara, who is the current governor of Rivers State. The level of political crisis, Rivers State is really getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand, and it's high time for Tinubu to give an order so that we can stop all this nonsense that he's doing in Rivers State. Just because Tinubu himself has an interest in, Rivers State. That's why he's keeping quiet up till now. He doesn't want to say anything, and a whole lot of crises have been going on in Rivers State because now nobody is even listening to courts. Nobody is obeying court orders. Nobody is obeying court order. So right now they are trying everything possible to stop the local government election that is trying to happen in Rivers State. But the election has actually been going on now because Simi Fubara has stood against Wike because he doesn't want to listen. In fact, he's challenging Wike. I've seen somebody that actually challenged Wike, no matter the kind of position he's holding at the federal level. He's challenging Wike too much, and that is what is really going on in Rivers State. The political crisis in Rivers State is too much. So guys, let me allow you guys to watch what Chief Awanyanwu said in this video. I'll see you guys in my next video, but please, if you're new to this channel, just do well to subscribe, like, and also drop your comments below. I'll see you guys in my next video.
But I think the problem in Rivers is that of an individual who claims to be owner of the state, using the apparatus of government at the federal level to push it through to the point that he dictates what happens in the state, even when there is a sitting governor. You know how our political system is run. A governor in a state becomes the leader of his party in that state. You see, I don't know what makes people think that if you pick anybody, assuming you single-handedly made that person anything, that he will be forever licking your boots. No. When he gets there, he also wants to make his own name. He will have advisors. If he didn't know us at that time, he will know, he will learn, he will know. And it is also the greed in those godfathers that create these problems. Greed. We have had successful transition, where outgoing governors made a new governor. You have never had pimp. But it is when you have left, you want to be greedy. You want to command, you want the resources of the state to be given to you as you are collecting it as governor. That is where you have such problems in the state.
How will you describe?
The state's government issued notice for this local government election on 1st of July by the information given to me by my party in Rivers State. 1st of July to now is 3 months. But they went and lied to court that notice was not given. Before you leave here, I'll show you the timetable of the election. Political parties have been campaigning. Political parties, including my own, who have been campaigning. And then somebody somewhere will rush to Federal High Court where he controls that arm of government. It's a question of telling the judge to do this, he will give you the order you require. Interparty Advisory Council had a press conference yesterday. Very soon, we'll start calling out the names of judges. Since they have decided not to respect themselves, the citizenry will start calling them out. Let us see how they can continue sitting on the bench. Nobody has conscience anymore. No morale, no soul. Everything is cash and carry. Jankara system. Is it not settled by our laws that no court has jurisdiction, has powers to stop any election in Nigeria, pending the determination of whatever case that is filed. It is there. The judges that gave these instructions are aware. The senior lawyers that went for these cases are aware. But they just pay me, palm, grease my palm. I will get it. When you give an irresponsible and unimplementable order, the citizenry have the right to reject implementing it. So, if there is a court order from the Federal High Court that says, don't do that election. Police, don't give security. INEC, don't give voters register. We have the voters register here. They don't need any for the voters register. All the political parties have to the voters register used in the last election. So it is a stupid and idiotic request and an idiotic order. We have it here. 2023 voter, the register used for 2023 election. So you are making an order that I need not to give me what I already have. Now you say don't do. The state high court has looked at all the very beautiful judgments. He took it step by step. Justice Igwe, step by step. That judgment should be the locus classicus. He said, go ahead. The state high court and the federal high court are of equal jurisdiction. So I opine that without considering other things, that when two courts give different orders or judgments, one saying yes, one saying no on the same subject matter, I opine that they cancel each other. That means there is no order pending. But the main issue is, both the Electoral Act and the Constitution have said so, that you cannot stop an election in Nigeria. You can file a case, but the election should go on. If the court finds out that that election ought not to have been held, they will know what to do. It is the attempt to frustrate the governor of the state by one man. I have come to the conclusion now that I have backing of the federal government. If not, I don't see how he will be directing IG on what to do. You talked about police storming ISEC office. You see the trucks they have. The trucks were meant to carry all the electoral materials from there and zoom off so that the election will not hold. Will the IG say he didn't know about it? Will the commissioner of police in the state say he doesn't know about it? This is exactly what you see in a military government. They are now calling for the military to come up and take over. That is what this action is. But none of them today enjoying all the paraphernalia of office, everything. They did not fight with us when we chased the military away. None of them was near there, apart from people like Tinubu. And that's why I'm worried why Mr. President will be there. All these shenanigans, all these things will be taking, all this perfidious behavior will be taking place. This is what you find in the military government. I have warned that if this democracy collapses, the president will be the biggest loser. All these ones causing problem around him, telling him lies, deceiving him that I'm doing this so that I can win 2027. They will disappear. It will be President Tinubu's government that this thing happened. That was what we told Buhari when he was toying with the economy. So that's why we're telling him. And I remember I have also said in the press conference where you people attended that if the issue is about 2027, the person to do business with, Mr. President, Is Fubara the governor of Rivers State? Rivers people are today 95% with Fubara. Anybody tell you another thing is living under the stone. And that's why they're seeing this as the last fight. There is nothing you can do. Election will go on. After all, we saw how other governors did it. Election will go on. Chairmen and councillors will emerge. And I will suggest they should be sworn in immediately. Because on Monday they'll be rushing to court. Don't swear them in. And the judges, Lifu and Omotosho, are available in Abuja to give such order. And their likes. They are available. Lifu and Omotosho and others. Nigerians will call them out. We are compiling their names across the board. This country belongs to all of us. When you are doing this, do you remember your children? What are you teaching them? That was why in one of the countries, when they try to hang the picture of the president, say, no, don't hang my picture. Hang their family picture opposite you. So that when you be taking decision, you'll be seeing them. You'll be seeing your family. These people have no soul. Money has taken over our environment. Once you have deep pockets, you can do and undo. IPAC, Interparty Advisory Council, took a position yesterday that the election should go on. These are all the parties. We are in unison. We are satisfied with the processes. The election will go on. If you don't like it, go and embrace the transformer. They are lucky it is a man like Fubara. If that governor has half of their negative tendencies, by now they will not be entering Rivers. Amici was driven away from Rivers for almost 8 years. This governor can also do it. But we have seen him as somebody who fear God. Was he talking before? You can see they have started pushing him. I'm sure you must have listened to the press he talked to about 1 a.m. this morning. He's coming out. Because they thought, it's a small boy, we cannot do anything, drop him, do this to him. No. If he shows you one teeth, you will know he has 32. And we are calling on him to show it. Not only that you have it, bite. Somebody will come and say he's bigger than everybody in Nigeria. You can do and undo. And the president is watching. Attorney General of the person, federation I love so much in the legal profession, he's keeping quiet. Although something told me, what do you expect him to do? He knows that the issue of local government election resides in the state. It resides in the state. So it is the state that should handle it. So what concerns Justice Lifu, Justice Omotosho and others granting black market dubious injunctions? Then somebody sponsored the movement of trucks by the police to cut away electoral materials by 12 midnight 1 a.m. But for the timeless intervention of Fubara and the citizenry who woke up from sleep that drove them away. So look, let me tell you what police will tell you. But you hear a statement now. We are not involved. We have no hand in it. There must be fake police. Let me tell you what police. Just wait between now and noon. You will see the statement. How can we continue to operate in a country like that? How? There are enemies of democracy. And the enemies of River State that are behind this. So if you are calling Wike or calling other people, now you call them. I didn't call anybody's name, but I know there are enemies who are behind this. And their tentacles are being seen. This thing will pass. Just like the first day you are sworn in, by the time you get into 8 years, you say, I've done 8 years. That's how people started looking for third term. You are there for 8 years. 8 years is not 8 days or 8 hours. This thing shall pass. What will you be remembered for? As a person that is not trustworthy, that is not reliable, that is selfish, me, I, moi. That's all about you. Somebody, you will be remembered as somebody without character and integrity, even though you shout it every time from your mouth. this one will pass. Do you know what will happen between now and tomorrow? Or even before 2027? This thing cannot continue. Something must give way. Should this democracy collapse, judiciary should take more than 85% of the blame. They are like the people that were referred in the book of Jeremiah. That they have eyes they cannot see. They have ears they cannot hear. Why? Because their mind is full of devilish intentions. It's in the scripture. It's in the book of Ezekiel. It's in the book of Jeremiah. It appeared in more than four books in the Bible. But our consolation now is the new CJN. We have followed her trajectory. Fearless judge. We have followed her antecedents. And she mentioned something like that. Forum shopping. Reckless injunctions. She should start immediately by examining all the injunctions granted by FCT High Court Abuja and the judges involved in it. Some of them should not be in the bench. With greatest respect. Some of them have lost the integrity and the trust of the people for them to adjudicate on their matters. We can't keep quiet. We are talking about our country. It belongs to all of us. One of the anti-democratic forces in Rivers was saying, you're talking about money. One money cannot buy, more money can buy it. Nobody's talking about justice. Nobody's talking about equity. Nobody's talking about fair play. And that's why the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, it is now her table. Women are better when it comes to things like this. It's difficult to corrupt them. Forget about the past few months of few 1 year terrible experiences we had with women. But check the records of women that have passed through judiciary up to Supreme Court. My lady, the new CJN, will deal with it. And that is the only time confidence will gradually return to the judiciary. As of today, Nigerians now believe that courts, judiciary is the last hope of the common man. They don't believe it. But they should not allow what happened in Colombia and Philippines to happen here, where people took the laws into their hands and started looking for judges, identifying them. Go to the street now in Abuja. Ask them who are the judges that grant black market injunction. They will mention their names to you. Go to Wuse Market, go to Nyanya, go to Maraba. Nigerians are watching. But the time shall come in this country while everybody will answer his father's name. If you have collected bribe to thwart the cause of justice, you have a wife, you have children, it will return to you. You have wife, you have children, you are only collect money, bend the law to favor the person that gave you money. You have wife, you have children. Yeah, that money you are using it to trade them, they'll be useless. So will suffer from want. Even you may be suffering from kidney, all these diseases, anytime say they're suffering from this and that. It's because of what they did. The spirit of the people they took justice away from. I am biblical. I look at the scriptures. There are things I will not do. I have started this office. $3 million was brought here for me to do one thing. I said, no, carry your money and go away. It's not by my members. My members are aware of it. I said, took it away. Go ye away, Satan. And it's still on the same rivers. I said, blood will flow. This will be blood money. Take it away. I saw the $3 million. I'm saying it for the first time publicly. But people would have grabbed it as after all, let them go and kill themselves. No. Let God continue to help us small. And we are happy. We sleep well. We look well. If I tell you my age now, you will not believe it. But some people will say, you look 40, I laugh. It's because I have quietness of soul in me. But there are some with billions of dollars scattered all over Nigeria. They look like 80-year-old, sick. They have to go back to God. They have to go back to God. It is God that will make you how you look based on what you have done on this earth. Why must you go and do the wrong thing that will affect somebody's future? Because of money. Because of money. And they are boasting about, let anything happen, you are there. River State will determine whether we actually want democracy in Nigeria or not. I don't love Nigeria. We are very few that love Nigeria. We are very few, very few. Everything is in lips and its mouth. But when they are confronted with things that will show their patriotism, you see them, they're there. It's like talking to me about tribe and religion. I tell you to get out. Because in my history, from when I worked in the bank to when I joined trade unionism to when I was conscripted into Abiola Hope 93, I was one of the closest to Abiola, and I can tell you who and who was with Abiola. You see, this president, President Tinubu, he was consistent. I saw him in the house every day. In fact, he was always with Chief Abiola in that S-class everywhere he went. That was where I met Abiola. I met Tinubu for the first time. I was very small, hungry looking. But Abiola gave me a seat that I didn't deserve. Up to this trade unionism, I have never sought to contest for anything, but it gets to me. And it doesn't come from people of my tribe. So, how will you be talking tribe to me? It will not work. By the time you open your mouth, it's done. You are gone. But look at the way they came. The way we recruit people into politics. If you are straight, you will uphold the truth. Nobody will remember you. When they mention your name, say, I don't know, you come and spoil it. No, Dan will come and spoil it, leave him. Not that you have stolen, not that you fought anybody, but because you will be in a position to tell the leader the truth. So you can see, don't quarrel with anybody. There is this breadfruit. It's big. We call it okwa. You don't plug it, but when it is ripe, it will fall. You should have that philosophy. Don't kill yourself. You want to go and kill reverse people. You want to power. You want this. You want that. Only you. Look back and ask yourself, how did I get to where I was? Somebody must have spoken to somebody who spoke to somebody who spoke to another person that did it for you. Nobody fell from the sky. Somebody did it for you. So there must be somebody God will put to help you. If you remember, you don't remember. It is also foolhardy for anybody to think, just as I'm chairman of ZAP today, if I'm going tomorrow or anytime, I put a new chairman, I will expect the new chairman to be taken from my dictates. Something must be wrong with my head. Who is giving me orders now? Who? When you leave, the new man will start building his own to answer his own name. If you see something going on, your own is to advise. If he doesn't take it, fine. If he takes it, fine. That is the best way to go. But I pray the election in local government election in Rivers tomorrow must hold. It must hold to put to a point, to nip it to the bud all the activities of these anti-democratic forces and enemies of Rivers people. The other time somebody asked him, you are talking about Rivers, what is your nexus? I said, that I'm a medicine interloper. I say no. I want the election to be conducted in the 27 vacant seats my party wants to run. That is my nexus. That is my locus. The person kept quiet. I don't have to be from Rivers. Our interest is we want to run. Our party have been campaigning for the past 2-3 months. We want to truncate it. Can I say pay the money or those who are going to court? Allow them to go there and win or lose. But to have a democracy is a must. The Constitution Section 7 says so, and that's what they want to do. We support that election from going, no matter the noise they make. We saw how others they did it. They'll come and go. In fact, if their plan is to cut away the election materials from ISEC office, and they cannot trust now any government, any government establishment, pack those things and go and put it in the government house and distribute from there. Local government election is for the state. Pack all the materials to government house. Let's see them go there and take it. Since they have become mad, they have no respect to constituted authority. Their luck is Fubara. If it's a man that has more madness in him, he would have driven everybody out of Rivers. But let him not do that.